Hello and happy Thursday. I hope you're having a good week. We are back with our Lucky Librarian run, our personal best Loper run. And yeah, last time we made major progress in Buried Echoes, the second of the tales. And we started getting cabin fever risk at the end because we spent so much time wandering in the mines. So today we're going to try and get rid of that cabin fever risk, and we're going to hopefully try and wrap up the tales. I don't know exactly how much is left, but I figure once we bury the bones of, what was her position again? She wasn't the foreman. You know who I'm talking about. Like one of the main characters in this part of the tale. Once we bury her remains by the waterfall, I think we'll be done. Maybe almost done. There might be something else still left to do because I feel like there is still a little bit left on the progress bar. So I guess we'll see what's still left to do. But I think we'll be able to finish up whatever it is today. Yeah, it's kind of nice streaming midweek like this. I had a lot of overtime, so I was taking some time off today, and yeah, I may need to wrap up a little bit earlier and or spontaneously hop off and take a slightly longer break because I'm waiting for a package today, and I have to like give them a code and everything because it's, you know, that's what they do when it's not just like rubber bands or something silly. I'm getting a new phone. My phone has been acting up over the last couple of months, just getting really slow and stuff. So I'm getting a new phone, and yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I think we might be able to just like go through stream and wrap up before it arrives, but if they're early, then I might just need to take a slightly longer break so I can make sure that I get it and that everything's in one piece and that it looks good and all that jazz. But yeah, so let's get right into it. And yeah, we are in the conveyor room, and I had left notes for ourselves. Let's see. Oh, cool, it didn't save them. Good thing I actually remembered what it is I was going to do.
I need to find
Koru and Thistle just rated with 18 viewers.
Welcome in, Koru and Raiders. It's great to see you all. I hope you're doing splendidly. Let me do like the official shout out thing. I like never use Twitch's actual shout out tool. So there we go. I always have to remember how it works. Welcome in, Trooper and Dunn. Great to see you. I hope you're all doing really well today. Koru, how was your stream? What were you up to today? Let me also give out a couple of regular shout outs to some awesome streamers that we've got here in chat. Good luck with Buried Echoes. Thank you. Thank you. I'm really excited. We're finally done with the part in the mine, I think. So we should be okay. Of course, it's now been long enough that we probably have some wolves roaming around here, so this wind is kind of not what I'm here for. But oh well. Played a little city builder and then some XCOM 2. Nice. And you liked Buried Echoes? I'm enjoying it a lot. I have to admit the mine was a lot bigger and more maze-like than I was anticipating. I did get plenty of warnings from the chat that would be the case, so I'm very glad that I actually brought along some spray paint with me. But yeah, it did take longer than I was anticipating to get through it. We're already freezing. Oh, but our cabin fever risk is atrocious, and I probably should actually change out my clothing, but
It's so cold. Think.
I don't know if I'm gonna go back to do that. Can I change anything on me right now? Not really. Oh, this was bad. I really should have done this first. Because we've got lots of, like, good clothing. in the concentrator. Did you have enough canisters, or was there panic sprinting? We did have enough canisters. I think I still have 2. But I have to admit, at the end, I sort of just said, you know what, we're just going to try sprinting through some of these areas without a canister at all, and we'll just put it on if we need to, just to try and conserve. So, we were okay. I was a lot more worried at the beginning of our mine excursions, because I really didn't think we were going to have enough. But it was not nearly as much of a problem as I thought it might be, thankfully. I can't believe I'm taking cold damage for this. This is ridiculous. I really should have thought to change my clothes before we left. Do sadly have to get to bed, but it was nice to catch and raid you. Oh, Koru, not a problem. I really, really appreciate the raid. I hope you have a great night's sleep. And yeah, have a wonderful rest of your week. Bearskin stuff. We actually might want to wear these trail boots instead. Alright, we're gonna wear this and drop these. I'm gonna wear this and drop that. And yeah, I know they're a little bit colder, but I think... Although these are at 67%, and I'm pretty sure we have a deer hide to craft with in Idle Camp? Yes, we do. So maybe I'll do that. We're gonna drop these for sure, though. We can break down a few of these things later on. I don't know, I feel like I should just, like, take all of this. Well, maybe not literally all of this. I don't think we need all of the charcoal, for example, but I do want these arrowheads. No, stop picking up the charcoal, Astrid. I want the arrowheads. I tried to, like, drop everything that I wouldn't need before we went down into the mines. I guess now I'll leave everything except the chemical stuff. The chemical gear. Where was my notes? There we go.
Man, all I can think about is food.
Miner's jacket, miner's pants, miner's boots. I actually don't know if that's what they're all called, but that's what we're gonna call them. Thank you very much, Koro. I appreciate it. And thank you for the lurk. Dylan hitboxes strike again, for real. I've been having a lot of issues when I'm trying to harvest deer recently, or actually, I guess harvest any sort of animal.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Just where they're located has been so weird. Definitely gonna have one of these on us, just in case with this wind. We can't afford not to. I would very much like to just stay inside and warm up first, but given the whole cabin fever risk, I can't really afford to do that. I'll just have to find a wind-blocked spot and make a fire. So yeah, today's an exciting day. I'm getting a new phone.
So cold.
And it's supposed to arrive sometime this evening.
Lay down for a bit.
I've sort of been putting off getting a new phone because my phone works for the most part. It's mostly fine. But I've had to, like, force restart it more and more often recently.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
To be fair, I am not exactly the most gentle with my tech. Like, I will always have a browser with 30 tabs open at all times and, you know, 50 applications running on my phone at once and stuff. So I'm not exactly you know, the gentlest. But it's getting to the point where, you know, it loses battery pretty quickly, it occasionally freezes on me, and I'm pretty sure it's not getting any more security updates at this point. It's quite a few years old, so I figured it's time. And I'm also hoping, one thing I've noticed is the last couple of times we've visited my friends and family in the States, we've been buying like an extra SIM card from a local provider, so that, because both of our phones are dual SIM, so that we can actually, you know, call friends and family if we need to, or we have some data, you know, for while we're on the go. And the thing is, the last couple of times we've had to use my husband's phone because my phone is just not compatible. So I'm hoping that this phone will be more compatible, given that it's newer and can do more things and actually can do 5G, which my current one cannot. So yeah, I'm looking forward to having a new piece of tech. It's exciting. I couldn't resist because it was on sale. And then it was funny because I bought it, and then the next night I had a dream that the sale got even better, and so I could have gotten it for like maybe 75% off instead of 15 or whatever it is. And so the first thing I did was look online the next morning to see if it was actually reduced by that much, and of course it was not. It was still at 15% off. And I went, okay, I still got a good deal. But yeah, new phone hype, I'm really excited about it. I think the only thing more exciting than a new phone is getting a new computer, which probably won't happen for a few years for me, because I got this one shortly before I started streaming, so it's like 3.5 years old. That's still fine. I really want to make use of this mag lens weather, but it's so windy that I don't know where we would make a fire. But I'd really, really like one. Oh, this is apparently wind blocked. Invalid location. What's wrong with it? Is it too slopey? I guess it's too slopey. What about here? Mag lens hype. Oh, I think I was supposed to take something off of bingo. Oh, what was it? I think it was fails a repair. Yeah, because we now have mending 5. I'm just gonna call that we failed a repair because it's literally not possible. It's awesome having mending 5. I don't think I've ever had mending 5 before. Alright, let's use a piece of coal. And maybe, can we warm up anything? Oh, firstly, we should make some water. Yeah, okay, let's heat up the corn. Fire barrel at the corral near you. I mean, there is, but I don't think I'm gonna end up there anytime soon. I think it's gonna take a little while before we get there. Oh, come on, Astrid. Just eat it. Don't be such a baby. You know, sure, she picks up ruined raw bear meat and eats it without problem, but I make her some warm, ruined corn, and she refuses to eat. We successfully started a fire. And her hunger was in the red. There we go. Lots going on today. Maybe we can make some coffee. Not that we really need coffee, we have plenty of energy, but it's something. Actually, while we're waiting for this, maybe we just take like a short little nap to warm us up, save some calories. action-packed just 16 minutes in. I know, it's amazing. Although I'm glad that it's action-packed in this way and not... Why am I not wearing... I'm not wearing boots? What's wrong with me? No wonder I'm so cold. I should have left the hard hat back there too. I completely overlooked that. Oh my goodness, I feel like a doofus right now. It's fine. We'll be fine. Not a big deal. Okay, we're warm enough now. We should maybe put down a few teas and coffees as we're pulling torches. That way we've got some stuff to keep us warm as we're moving. I'm not entirely sure which of these waterfalls we need to go to. But hopefully we're able to figure that out relatively easily. I guess we need to take a look at the map. No, it's under notes, right? Security chief, that's what it was. Okay, there's no picture here. Is it under Polaroids? Yes. Okay, I know which one this is. We're on the right track. No, there goes my torch. I do want to have this out there though because I think it's been long enough that the wolves over here might have respawned. And the last thing we need is to get wolf today. Wow, for a second there I thought those grasses were fire. I was very confused. Now, where am I actually supposed to bury her? Near the waterfall. There must be a spot somehow designated for this, right? This wind is terrible. You'll know the spot when you see it. Okay. Because, like, I've been across that bridge, and you do see that as well in the picture, so I'm wondering if I have to be up there. I have a feeling we probably do. It probably has to be the exact picture, or, like, the exact position that we see. I don't want to go up over this hill. Although I haven't seen any wolves, and I haven't heard any wolves, so maybe they haven't respawned yet.
This much gear.
Of course, that's just jinxing waiting to happen now, isn't it? Still not seeing anything. Okay, here we go. Here we see both the tree bridge and the waterfall. Let's take a look at this again. So I feel like it's...
I could eat a horse.
Oh, the last thing I need is for her to be hungry right now. I guess we'll have some crackers. Really didn't want to do that. Maybe on the other side of this bridge, like in that rock, where there's like a little divot. Oh, Astrid, please stop complaining. Oh, speaking of which, she's also complained about carrying too much stuff, so I guess we need to call that for bingo too. Is it gonna prompt me, or do I have to just, like, drop the bones? I have to say the texture on this is you know, could be better. Like here? It's somewhere around here. I at least know the general vicinity. Okay, we gotta warm up. Maybe we can find a place to put a fire. Or maybe not. Thanks, game. I really appreciate that.
Did I say I hate being cold? Because I really do.
Alright, I guess we're gonna go down this thing. I mean, there are multiple waterfalls. I swear, every time I'm around here, I think I hear Tarmies, but I've never seen them. Alright, I need to find a windblock spot so I can make a fire. This is not windblocked. Astrid, please just find a windblock spot a little bit faster. My teeth are cold.
Oh, so cold.
Yeah, I know, but you're not finding a windblock spot fast enough, girly. What gives? There we go. That's windblocked.
Come on, little fire.
Okay. Just drop a bunch of sticks. That'll lighten our load a little bit. And in the meantime, we can break down some stuff. Ptarmigan derangement syndrome is a real condition that affects 7 out of every 5 TLD streamers. Talk to your doctor to see what PDS solutions are right for you. I'm just so glad to know that I'm not alone. How bad is our cabin fever risk? 66%. Yikes. Okay, let's take a look at this picture again. While we're warming up. The locals call this the Enduring Waterfall. We've, like, actually mapped this before. I don't think that's what this waterfall is called. Doesn't look like it has a name. Ooh. Oh, bother. But
I'm starving.
Oh, bother. Spammer, no spamming! Exactly. Get out of here. Seriously, though, I get that feeling constantly. I'll be wandering through places where Tarmies never spawn and hear them clear as day. And the thing is, like, I don't know if I'm imagining it, if it's a glitch and they have the sounds in areas where they're not nearby, or if, and this is, I think, what I'm leaning towards most, some of the tree creaking sounds overlap considerably with the ptarmigan sounds. Like, they're not the exact same thing, but there's enough similarities that my brain hears it and goes, ptarmigans! Even though it's definitely not ptarmigans. Alright, I guess we're gonna finish these crackers. Part of the reason we're heading this way, even if it's not, like, where we need to be going with the bones, I'm not entirely sure yet. Maybe this isn't where we need to be. Part of the reason we're going this way is because we have all that bear meat in the bear cave. And that'll be a really nice way to take care of our cabin fever. And have to not worry about food. Hey, Pity Wonk, welcome in. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. Let's see, what else can I do in the meantime? Let's try and... Oh, let's rip these up. I'm just trying to, like, lighten our load as much as we can. If I can get us under 50 kilos, that would be excellent. Also, we successfully repaired something, and I let my teas go cold. Unfortunately. I'm hoping we come across some birch bark on our way there. Oh, we can drop some of these. We don't need these. In fact, I don't even know if we need any of them. We can get by with probably just one. I probably didn't need to be carrying around two bows. We probably could have left behind one of them. Oh well. Seriously, these 6 flare shells are a dream come true. Let's see, we still have 2 hours and 42 minutes on this fire. But I'm gonna leave it here. Because there's no point in me carrying tons and tons of torches. We already have plenty. I don't think I can actually goat up that as much as I would like to because I love goating. We're gonna go this way. 6 flare shells on Loper? I know, it's a dream come true. I have been complaining for so long about not having any flare shells. I had 1 flare shell in the first, like, 100 days of my game, and then I had to use one on a bear. And so I have been flare shell-less for days. Hundreds of days. Also, this particular area, I'm already gonna call that I'm complaining about something. Wait. Where's my complaining about stuff? I forgot to call an entire category. What? Oh, that's so weird. I accidentally did not call all, like, event sections, so anything relating to me is apparently not going to be necessary this stream. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't realize I had done it. There we go. See, sometimes I can just get it on the first try and we go right through and it's no big deal, and other times I just get stuck there and waste so much time. Got 4 on my Loper run and felt truly blessed. 3 RNG shells on the summit and another at the ML plane crash. That is awesome. I think we got the one that we did have. I think we found at... I think we found that at the summit. And I needed to use it in Pleasant Valley because as I was leaving the mine and heading down towards Thompson's Crossing, I, like, goated my way down, and speaking of which, that's actually, that should be a stream bingo thing. I did a reasonable goat. While doing that, I ended up getting into a real close call with the bear there. And I'm pretty sure this was shortly after I had been mauled twice by the bear in Coastal Highway. So I was like, absolutely no way am I dealing with another mauling right now. Astrid cannot afford to do that. So we used our flare shell to scare him off. And yeah, now we've been flare shell-less ever since. And yes, we have birch bark. We have birch bark. Oh, this is a miracle. So yeah, when I saw that we found 6 in the mine here, I nearly cried of happiness. I was just so excited. Obviously, we will need to load our flare shell or our flare gun at some point. That way we won't have to worry about anything. But to use one defensively while hunting the moose near the unnamed pond cabin. Eventually got it from my first moose on Loper, so it was worth it. Definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Oh, no, it's ruined. Okay, well, I'm not going to use a match if I can avoid it. Okay, that was weird. I don't know what that sound was, but I definitely heard some sort of sound in my right headphone that was reminding me of Minecraft. Probably because I played Minecraft until the early morning last night. But it reminded me of the sound that you get when the warden approaches in ancient cities.
I need to find food.
And I was very confused as to why I would be hearing this now. But I'm pretty sure it was just snow crunching. Cannot let Astrid starve. We do still have broth on us, so it's not like we're down to just, you know, 16 cattails and whatever the other thing was, crackers. We do still have an entire broth, but that's like my backup broth. Recently in Minecraft, I have been obsessed with taming wolves. I think we have, let me think, 3, 6, I think we have like 9 wolves yet. Okay, I'm switching it to German. I can't speak. I think we now have like 9 wolves. And I'm trying very hard to find other wolf variants because it's just so cool. Okay, I know I can't spend too much time inside because of cabin fever risk, but I'm going to go in just to warm up and potentially find 1 or 2 pieces of coal.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Especially because I was not able to find how I get to this exit, so I'm just curious what this looks like. What's here? Maybe we'll even find some food here. Haha, there's already some coal. Coal! Also, we have enough cattails to call this for bingo. We've pulled both good and bad torches today. We had a torch chain fail. What else? There was one other thing, I think. Okay, this is not really chat's fault, but wait, hold on. This isn't really chat making me speak German. This was just my own brain not remembering words in English, but we'll still use it. Jerry can. Oh, there's a rope here. Okay. I am very intrigued by this. I just want to see where this takes us. Okay, I probably shouldn't have dropped all my water, but I did. Okay. I'm just really curious where this takes us. There, now it's official. Danke, Trooper. What is going on? I'm trying to climb down the rope, Astrid. Why does she keep climbing up? Oh no, she doesn't. Okay, it's just so short that I was confused. I shouldn't be here. I'm so confused today. I don't know what's going on. I don't think I have any spray paint left. Yeah, I don't. Okay, but we can at least now climb, we can at least now add climb to rope. There we go. Oh my gosh, my brain is just like not with it. I think part of it is, I've currently been doing some studying in German. Oh look, there's a... Is this empty? Yes, it is. I left this here. I was so close to leaving and I had no idea. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I've been doing some studying in German recently, and I'm pretty sure that's why my brain has just decided, nope, we're just no longer capable of speaking English. I was joking with a friend of mine because she also speaks both German and English, and I had sent her a voice message, and halfway through I just switched to German, and then at the end I just switched back to English, and she was kind of laughing about that, and I said, I just gotta say, I'm fluent in Denglish. I cannot speak, you know, German or English anymore. They're both equally garbage, but combining the two, I can do that. Studying something specific or just studying German? It's very exciting. I'm actually studying for the citizenship test. So, something very specific. There are 310 potential questions, and, well, there's 300 potential questions for all of the country, and then there are 10 state-specific possible questions. And, yeah, they'll ask me 30, and I have to get, I think, 17 right to pass. Thankfully, a lot of them seem to be, you know, similar topics just asked in different ways, and a lot of them are things that I already know, so I don't need to study too hard, I don't think. But it'll definitely be good to brush up on some things. Thank you. Thank you. I'm very excited. It's actually relatively new that I'm even able to consider this, because for the longest time, Germany essentially had the ruling that if you wanted to become a German citizenship, you would have to give up your previous citizenships, unless there was some reason. Like, there are some countries that just do not allow you to give up your citizenship. So in that case, you could get dual citizenship, but for most people, that was not the case. Including people from the US. In the US, you can give up your citizenship if you choose. So, Germany was basically like, well, no, then you have to give it up if you want to become a German. And they've only recently changed that, and so, yeah, I basically qualify in every way except for the fact that I haven't taken a citizenship test. So once I do that, I can apply for dual citizenship, and I'm gonna do it. I know they're swamped, and it'll probably take over a year at this point to get the paperwork through the system. But I don't care. I'm just excited that I can actually do it. I never thought that I'd be able to. Yeah, no, it is quite common in Europe, but Germany for the longest time did not do dual citizenship. In fact, I think my understanding of it was that if my husband and I had a child, with under the old laws, they would have gotten dual citizenship, but I'm pretty sure that by the time they turned 18, they would have had to make a choice which one to keep. I'm not 100% sure on that, because obviously that's a theoretical, thing that I did not have to look into at the time. But, yeah, dual citizenship was very tightly controlled. It was possible with, like, certain loopholes, especially if you were someone who had German citizenship, like you were German and you were getting citizenship somewhere else. It wasn't as difficult as the other way around to argue keeping your citizenship as it is arguing to keep another one. But yeah, that's now changed, and the change went into effect earlier this year, so very exciting. I signed up for it a couple of weeks ago, and I started looking into the questions, and thankfully they do have all of the questions available online, so you can actually like go through and practice. And out of curiosity, I decided to see what it would look like if I were applying for U.S. citizenship. And there, it's interesting, the differences. So in Germany, you have a pool of like 300 potential questions. In the U.S., it's 100. But in Germany, it's a multiple choice written test. And in the U.S., it's an oral test. And it's just like they ask you the question. They have certain things that they're looking for. And that's that. And because you get asked 30 questions in Germany, it's, you need 17 right to pass. In the US, because it's an oral exam, they ask you up to 10 questions, but I think it's up to 10 because as long as you get 6 right, you pass. So if you get the first 6 right, they probably don't bother asking you the other 4. But yeah, it's interesting. I've been looking into this kind of stuff a lot just because it fascinates me now. That's a little better to start ASAP. Just want to make sure your tax affairs are in order so you don't get double taxed. Americans get extra hosed on that front. Yeah, thankfully, I've had to do taxes in both countries, thankfully, for this entire time. So it's not really anything new on that front, but it is definitely something that I'd like to get it started because, it would stink if I have to like juggle renewing my my visa again if I can avoid that and just get citizenship in the meantime. We'll see. You make the decision for your child at birth, or they have to decide once they turned 18. That's what it was. Thank you, Calic. I did know it was something along those lines, but I couldn't remember exactly because, like I said, it didn't really apply to me. Yeah, exactly. Thankfully. Thankfully, it's nothing new. Yeah. It's so frustrating, too, because every year there's something new with taxes. And so I know that I could theoretically do my U.S. taxes online essentially for free by just filling out the forms and, e-filing them. But I always use a tax software because I'm like, I don't know what's changed. I don't know what's new. I don't want to mess this up. And so then I end up paying money to basically prove to the government that I don't need to pay taxes because I'm already paying taxes here. I'm just glad I get a tax refund here in Germany most of the time because it's just like, are you kidding me? I don't want to show you. I don't want to have to pay to show you that I don't need to pay you. Taxes are silly. I mean, they're necessary, but the whole way that we have to prove how much we need to pay or how much we have paid, that's silly. Like, the government already knows this. Come on. Don't make me do math. I don't want to do math. Yeah, better safe than sorry, even if you're not getting anything back. I'm still paying back student loans, so Uncle Sugar wants my information to be current. Exactly. Exactly. Same here. I'm also still paying off school loans. Hooray! Thankfully, those are also narrowing down slowly but surely. I think maybe I've got like 2 years left. Maybe. Give or take. We'll see. Okay, I only have one cured gut on me. But shouldn't we theoretically have had a pile of guts in here somewhere from the bear? Or did I not bother? Oh, I don't think I bothered. I think they're all out in the snow. I should go get those tomorrow. Reverse incentives and strong lobbying prevent simplifying the tax code. I know, it's so ridiculous because, like, the government already has the information that they need. Like, theoretically, there's no reason for doing your taxes to be as complicated as it is. I'm not against taxes. I think taxes are, like, good and important for society. But it doesn't have to be as complicated as it is. And I know that it's just stupid lobby stuff, and so that some people can make money off of me having to do math. That's the worst. Someone is getting money so that I have to do math every year. Not cool. Hey, Evie, welcome in. It's great to see you. How you doing? Pile of Guts is a great band name. It is. It really is. I also feel like Bag of Bear Meat would be a great band name. Might as well do a little reading while we're waiting. It's too dark. Is it really that late? I hadn't realized. Alright, I guess we'll do some sleeping. Alright, I've been pretty well. This week was a little less stressful at work than last week, thankfully. Still not like the smoothest it's ever been, but definitely better. And yeah, I have some overtime that I'm finally getting to take off, so it's nice to have a short week too. Although I say short week, I do have to do something tomorrow, so actually my stream tomorrow will probably start later than usual for a Friday because I have to go to a work event thing, which I really don't want to. Better to get it over with tomorrow than have it looming over me. Bear Meat! It's like the best heavy rock metal fusion band. Bear Meat. This is a long blizzard. Oh yeah, blizzard. Also, we're sleeping in a cave. Boom. Do for the rest of the night. Well, we should definitely make sure that we load this up. The last thing we want is to need this and not have it be ready to go. Hey Scrubby, welcome in. Good to see you. Gathering of bears with beavers. Can we get just a little bit sleepy, Astrid? So earlier this week, I was debating whether I was going to go to the store and buy ice cream for myself, which positives, ice cream. Ice cream is delicious. It's one of my biggest weaknesses. Downside, actually having to leave the apartment because our grocery delivery service doesn't have the ice cream that I wanted. So I was like, am I gonna do it? Am I gonna not? And so I decided not to, and instead I made a pan of brownies with like chocolate chunks and nuts. And I gotta say, I've been mostly okay about like eating them at a normal human's pace, but yesterday was so bad, I just could not stop going for brownies. I'd just be like, I did something difficult at work. I'm gonna go treat myself to a brownie. Oh, I finished the workday. I'm gonna have a brownie to treat myself. Oh, it's dinner time. I could just eat a brownie. And then I was like, it was probably like 9 at night. I was like, I need to have a vegetable or something. I can't just keep eating brownies today. So, needless to say, it's dangerous to just leave me with a pan of brownies. Then you could have had brownies and ice cream at the same time. I could have. I think I'll probably pick up ice cream on my way home tomorrow from, you know, the work thing that I have to go to as a way to treat myself for having done the big scary work thing. And then I will have both brownies and ice cream to really, you know, really treat myself for being a successful, hardworking woman. Let's just drop a bunch of this stuff so we're not as over encumbered. Oh, that reminds me, we were not over encumbered to climb down the rope. Just so that we can go get our bear guts, because it seems like I left them behind. Okay. Is this gonna turn into Maglan's weather? It kind of looks like it wants to. It is! Sweet! Never eating brownies again! Oh hey, brownies! Yum! Pretty much. That was like me yesterday, because at some point I was like, I need to have like vegetables and protein and like other food groups, and so I did that, and then it was like 2 hours later, I could have a brownie. I don't know, they're just good, man. What can I say? There's something about that chocolatey goodness. Oh, there is a wolf out. Okay. Gotta keep our eyes on him because I could lose this torch to the wind. Also, we're gonna get real stinky. Oh, maybe I should go after him first. I'm actually surprised he's here because this wolf we killed way later than the ones by the lake. Oh, both of these we killed more recently. And yet they're back. Okay, one wolf down. We gotta get the other one down before we grab these guts. It's just too many. Preemptive strike! It's the only way I can survive against these wolves.
I've never felt so cold in my life.
Where is he? It's just so weird that he's already back up again and the other two by the lake were not. I don't really understand how that's possible. Is he over by that stone? Yeah. Yeah, I see him. Hi. Hello. Excuse me. I need you to pay attention to me. Yes, thank you. Oh good, and this area is wind blocked. And right in the head. Wait, am I going the wrong way? I am. I need to be going this way. Right, it's on the other side of that big stump. Beautiful weather. I mean, despite the fact that it's negative 23, which is less than beautiful. Ah. Ooh, this is a 100% torch. I didn't even notice when I picked it up. Yep, there's my pile of bear guts. I really thought I had come to get them. But apparently I did not. I do know that I was a little rushed for time in terms of not wanting to waste calories, and also the weather was not good. I think we've got the only wolves that were around here, but just in case our extraordinary smell now lures them over here. Gotta get this out. Hey Maddie, welcome in. Mega torch! I am a little concerned that our extraordinary stench will lure some from further away. Also, Trooper, you'd mentioned the fire barrel at Old Corral earlier, and I don't know why, but I was totally thinking of that, like, little, there's, like, a little trailer over here. It's in that direction, and there's a bunch of chemicals in front of it. And I don't know why, but I was thinking of that, and not, like, the actual Old Corral area. It was actually a very good suggestion, and I only just pieced together how good of a suggestion it was now. Hey Sakurai, welcome in. Happy Thursday. Hope you're doing well today. I'll grab one of these.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Okay. We'll warm up. Let's have some bear meat. We'll drop all of these. Wish I had thought to do that before we went. Alright, let's see how our... Oh wait, our cabin fever risk is gone already. How did that happen so quickly? Streamer brain was still coming online. Or immediately going offline. Let's start up a quick little fire. Yeah, my streamer brain is not always the sharpest crayon in the sea.
Come on, little fire. Wait. It was so cold. I'm warming up a bit.
I know, Astrid, I know. Okay, let's do this. Let's go back here to warm up. And... did I already call that we were under encumbered? I did not. I'm thinking we should maybe do some reading. Did I drop the book earlier? I absolutely did. Yep.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
I really don't need these canisters, but I am going to carry them with us because I'd like to leave them closer to the mine. I should have left them in, like, the concentrator or something, but I was not thinking. Oh my, I'm doing pretty well, thank you. I'm excited because I ordered a new phone and it's arriving today. Unencumbered for a brief shining moment. I know, it's so unlike me. Okay, we read at least one chapter. I think we're gonna try and finish this. Use fur or collected wood without accelerant. Okay, I will try to fail a fire. I don't think I have either of those on me though right now. We're gonna have to find some. Let's see. Oh, I only have sticks and torches at the moment. 7 minutes until boiled. What a beautiful day. Should we keep going? I mean, I guess we sort of should. I was going to try and find the waterfall. Let's do this. Love a new phone. Which one did you order? I ordered a Motorola Edge 50 Fusion. It's a mid-range. And yeah, I sort of am not really, I don't really care about brands, but I've had Motorola's before, and I've been happy with them, so we'll see. I've had a couple of different brands of phones in the past. Oh, there we go, 100% boots. Boots with the fur. Let's see. Repairs animal clothes. There we go. They used to make good Android phones. My dad had one that was waterproof. I think my very first phone actually was a Motorola, if I'm not mistaken. My first one was one of those like flip phone razors. That was a Motorola Razr. I think that was my first phone. I haven't had a Motorola in a while though, so I don't know if I don't know how the quality is held up over the years, so I guess we'll find out. I'm gonna take some of this bear meat, but not all of it. Then we're gonna leave behind the bear and the bear guts. Good morning, Lily. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. I hope you're doing well today. AKA Friday Junior, exactly. Little Friday. All right. So, if I'm not mistaken, there's a body of water over here. But I also wanted to explore in that direction to see if it went around to Idle Camp like I was expecting it would.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Sorry, Astrid, you're just gonna have to deal with it. Oh, we had more than 10 torches. I should call that for bingo. Today's bingo is kind of weird because, as I mentioned earlier in stream, I somehow managed to forget an entire section of potential events. So there's only 78 events today, which I suppose actually puts, you know, everyone at a little bit of an advantage. More likely to get bingo, as opposed to having over 100. Part of me is wondering if we should go up there and try and get like a good vantage point to try and map something. I think I'm gonna try and do that. Oh, see, the other day I was a total dingus. I made a casserole for dinner. And this particular casserole I've made many times before. And usually what I do is I prep half of it on the stove, or like I prep most of it on the stove, and then I put it in a casserole dish and then just like let it bake the rest of the way in the oven. And I decided to be lazy this week because we have pans that have metal handles, so sometimes when we don't feel like it, we'll just, you know, put the entire pan in the oven rather than making extra dishes by transferring everything into the casserole dish. So that's what I decided to do. And I cooked it, it smelled delicious, it looked delicious. I took it out and set it on the stove. And as I was serving and scooping the casserole out, I realized, oh, the handle is like really in the way. This is inconvenient the way it's placed right now. So I'll just nudge it out of my way. Yeah, that was a bad idea. So now I've got a burn. Thankfully, it's not a blister.
Come on, little fire.
I had a cool pack on it all night long, and that apparently did the trick. I did it and went, oh no, that was bad. That was the wrong thing to do. Hey, Papa Jank and Rook, welcome in. Good to see you both. I hope you're doing well. And Lily harvested some of the last garden goodies and did some cleanup yesterday. That sounds lovely. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well, thank you. I was just talking about how this week was a little bit chiller at work. I mean, still a little stressful, but better than last week. And it's nice because I took today off, so got a little time to just chillax midweek. Potat! Okay, we're warming up. Let's map from up here. It's a whole lot of nothing! Hooray! Okay, so we know there's no waterfall here. We saw these waterfalls. I'm assuming there might be something over here? Because the path the water continues this way. Maybe there's another waterfall here somewhere. We should maybe make our birch bark tea while we're waiting. Sorry about your hands, having healing vibes. Thank you, I appreciate it. It's actually not that bad at all anymore. It's discolored, but yeah, that night was it was not good. Potatoes a big part of her branding. I mean, potatoes are amazing. College kiddos started and the other two start tomorrow. I can't believe that school is already in session. It still feels like it's too early in the year for that, even though I know that that's not the case. Still have an hour. I guess I might read for an hour. Because the sooner we finish this, the sooner we can leave it behind. Actually, can I even make this coffee? I can still make coffee even though it's expired. That's good. Wasn't entirely sure if we could do that. So I know the water is in front of us, but I'm gonna continue going this way because I'm curious as to where this leads us. September starts in 2 days. Shh! No, it doesn't. It's still like April. No, seriously, it's I have no sense of time anymore. I don't know what happened, but my sense of time is so wrong. Hey, there's a rope here. I wonder if when the bear is not dead, if the bear can climb this rope too. Now the question is, should I try and goat? Or do we try going around? I think I might try going around and down. I have a feeling it might lead to the same spot. It's called aging. Oh no. I think you're right, Lily. Don't go. No. Questionable goat. That would be a very questionable goat. Because the thing is, I don't mind goating in regions that I know. But seeing as I don't know what's waiting down there, I feel like I probably shouldn't do any too crazy goats. Just reasonable goats. So the other day I got a notification from Steam that a cozy game that I have wishlisted that's coming out this year released a demo. And I gotta say, it is extremely cozy. The game is called Tiny Glade. There is like essentially no purpose except to build castle ruins and manipulate terrain. There are cute little sheep, and I don't know. It's just it's very cute. Craggy Passage. What a great name. It's definitely just one of those games where, like I said, I don't think there's a story to it. There's not really goals or achievements or anything. It's just kind of just to shut your brain off for a while. Sometimes I need that. Come too far to lose on a goat. That is true. We don't want to die by goat. Although I don't think we would. I've done some pretty risky goats in the past, and we're still alive. Well, isn't this exciting? I kind of want to keep pushing through to find out where we end up, but on the other hand, it's getting late and dark. And I don't know if that's then maybe not a good idea. Let's maybe actually heat up a coffee first. D501 Death by Goat. Yeah, in 501 we could maybe go bungee jumping. Please don't hold me to that. I really don't want to go bungee jumping again. I did it once, that was enough. I have to say, I like the soundtrack for the Far Territories. I think it's very cool. In general, I think they did a great job with the soundtrack for this game. You're looking for a waterfall. Following the water seems like a good strategy. That's kind of what I'm thinking too. And thankfully, this is bringing me exactly where I thought it would. So we didn't need to do the whole goating experiment. And if I'm not mistaken, there should be some water here. Because we're here, so we're heading this way. But I mean, didn't TLC warn us against this? Isn't this, like, a bad idea? Don't go chasing waterfalls. Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. Except it's Astrid and she can't do that. She has to chase waterfalls. Oh, we made birch bark tea. We even drank birch bark tea. I do hear some water. Oh, I hope we're not, like, at the top of a waterfall. That would be upsetting. Actually, wait a minute. Was there a waterfall where the ptarmigans were? Here at Idle Camp Boss Settlement, wasn't there a waterfall? Although, I guess there was just a ravine there. But I definitely hear water. I definitely hear what sounds like a waterfall. Aha! There is water! And a sapling! I'm gonna have it in my head all day, sorry, Lily. Now the problem is, because I forgot to call all of the event categories, I don't think this is it. This is not really a waterfall. I mean it is, but it's not exactly a large one. That's probably it. It's probably at the bottom of that thing. Because I didn't turn on all of the categories of bingo events, I'm now thinking of all of these things that would count as events, but just don't right now because, well, they're just not active. Not chasing waterfalls, just looking for something in their general vicinity. Totally different. You're right, it is totally different. Astrid, are you kidding me? Why can't you go up this? This is nothing. Thank you. Come on, come on, come on. Keep going. Astrid. Sometimes she just needs a little convincing. Sometimes she's like, oh, I don't know. I don't think I can get over this tiny piece of ice. I'm like, you can do it. She just needs a little encouragement. Which, honestly, same. There are plenty of times where I just need a little encouragement to do something really stupidly simple. Tree bridge, but not in the area of I mean, not within sight of a waterfall. Lifting your foot slightly higher is really hard sometimes. It is sometimes really difficult.
Perfect.
Just lift your GD foot, Astrid. It's only 4 inches. Not having knees is a serious impediment to survival. I don't know. Talk to penguins. They're doing just fine without knees, right? Snakes. Come on, thank you. No, I didn't want to do that. Aha, there's a waterfall right here. I bet you this is it. But now I'm thinking it's too dark for us to do this, because, like, do we have a cave in sight over here? I don't know. But also going all the way back to this cave? I don't know, man. Maybe we do go back to the bear cave tonight, and then we come back over here in the morning because we know exactly where we're going. And by exactly, I mean we sort of know where we're going. Oh, don't extinguish. Now I got that song stuck in my own head. Thankfully, I think it should be a relatively quick jaunt to the bear cave. We can take a little trip down memory lane while we're at it. That's where we shot the bear. It's right over there at that fire on the rocks. And we watched him run around these giant boulders and disappear up into the hills. Oh, such good times. Ooh, if this is our current best torch, I don't think that speaks highly for the rest of our torches in our inventory. We might need to go through and get rid of some old ones. I think this is probably for the best. That way we have a nice warm place to sleep for the night. And then we can sort of make a beeline the next time the weather is good. Sounds like someone's tapping on the trees. There aren't woodpeckers in this area, are there? We should probably also map this section at some point. That'll be fine. Yeah, let's eat one of these bear meat steaks, then we're a little bit lighter. I actually really like this region, the more that I think about it. It's not my favorite, but I think it is not one of my least favorites either. My least favorite is still currently Blackrock. I don't mean to hate on Blackrock so much, it's just because I don't know it. Maybe someday I won't hate it. Honestly, I think that's it. I think the longer I'm in a region and the more I understand how it's put together and where things are in relation to one another, the more I like it, and then the more comfortable I feel there. And so eventually there's just not going to be anywhere on Great Bear that I dislike. If you're liking the Zoc, I'm eager to see what you think of Sundered Pass. I am also intrigued by Sundered Pass. I don't think we're going to go there immediately after we're done with part 2. I think we're probably going to take a quick break between the tales because I've been talking about trying to get some reading done, going to Pleasant Valley and picking up books and stuff, but I do think we'll be going there probably within the next couple of weeks. IRL, not in... Well, actually, yeah, I guess also in-game. You can hate Blackrock. Thanks. I appreciate it. And Sakurai, thank you so much for Streamer Wellness Level 2. I appreciate that. I did too. I started a new run last night and spawned in Blackrock, died in less than an hour because I couldn't find matches. And a pack got me. That just happens to me like every single time. Anytime I spawn in Blackrock, I die. It's just... I just don't trust it. You really enjoy Sundered Pass? I've also heard from a couple of people that they really like it. I've heard some negative things about it as well, but I think that's always to be expected with a new region, especially a new region with Timbies. But for the most part, I've heard good things about it. Not today. I haven't traveled to a different region today. They said his favorite spawn is Blackrock. I think that's nuts. I agree. I agree. I mean, I understand why. He knows it really well, and there's lots of good gear there, but nah, it's not for me. Thinking about it, all my games started and BlackRock died. BlackRock's cursed, what can I say? Alright, since we have Streamer Wellness Level 2, I'm going to take a quick break. It won't be a very long one since I've only been streaming for an hour and a half, but I still feel like it's been long enough that I can justify taking this now. So yeah, I'll be back in just a few minutes. We'll put on a mini game in the meantime, and best of luck to you all. GG Trooper. No one like ever wins Plinko. Sometimes I feel that Plinko is cursed, and I wonder if I should take it out of the rotation, and then someone wins, and I'm like, nah, I guess it's not cursed. I guess it's okay to leave it in there. All right, but yes, thank you again for the streamer wellness sucker. I appreciate it. And Ruby, welcome in. Good to see you. We really need to fix up our bedroll, but I don't know where we actually have ptarmigan feathers. I don't know if we have any here. No, we do not. We have some in Forlorn Muskeg. Do we have any in Broken Railroad? We do not. It looks like FM is our closest, unless we're able to find some Tarmies here. It's fun even if it is cursed. I kind of figured that too. There is that. Sounds like a skill issue to me. Yeah, I guess you just gotta come here and show everyone how it's done.
I think I need to lay down.
Maybe we should try and finish this book tonight. Oh, I don't think we're gonna finish this chapter before it gets too dark. Oh, we did. Excellent. We just have one chapter to go. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. Words are hard. We should drop the sapling for the night. But I do want to take it with us when we continue. So yeah, I decided to get a cold brew tea bag while I was gone. It already smells really good. Go for the last hour. It could be a magic reading cave. We could try. I have a feeling it's not, though, because it wasn't letting us sew, although reading is different than sewing. It is a magic reading cave. Nice! And now we've finished reading a book. Is that a book? I know a thing or two about books, and that's a book, and now we can drop it. One less thing to carry with us. Oh, we should get some sleep. I guess I'm gonna have this tea because I do need a few more calories too. Let's start with 8 hours of sleep and go from there. Days. It's very bright in here. Magic reading cave. It's been blessed by Astrid's big librarian energy. Welcome in, Rob. I hope you're doing well today. I think that was our first sound alert of the day, was it not? Oh, but all we have is Chet scares me. I'm still gonna call it just because I don't have the regular one on me, and hopefully people don't try and scare me. Let's just do 4 hours of... let's maybe just do 3 hours of sleep because it's already at sunup. Learning over eyesight. You know it. I'm gonna take this with us. That weather doesn't look so great.
I need to eat soon.
I know, Astrid. You're gonna be fine though, because we have all this bear meat. GG, Lily. Congrats on the bingo win. Alright, we have 4 charcoal. I feel like that's enough for now. I don't actually know if we're gonna need a torch right away, but we're gonna go with this first. This marine flare. Oh, I still can't get over the fact that last time, when we were in the mine, I dropped the flare in an area that had water on the floor, and so I just watched it sink as I was gonna try and light my torch with it. That was so upsetting. I should have expected as much. But you know. I didn't. Oh, Astrid, it's okay. It's okay. Alright, do I go to the left? Or actually, I think I'm gonna go this way because I have a better line of sight. Yeah, I feel like this is the safer path. Even though they both bring us to the same area. She's really great with that mine, thank you. I'm so glad we actually brought spray paint down there with us. That made such a big difference. Made it way easier to figure out where we'd been, where we still needed to go. I actually don't remember. I wanted to pick up the canisters to leave them closer to like the mine buildings, but I don't know if I actually did that. I don't know if I'm carrying them right now. Speaking of which, we've got some chemicals on the ground. Oh, do I see a bunch of saplings over there? I think I do. We're gonna put on our other boots to preserve these as much as possible.
It's so cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
And we're gonna just go get those birch saplings. No, this isn't good for Astrid's lungs, but I can't really pass up 5 birch saplings. It was super helpful and a great idea. It really was. And I don't normally bring spray paint with me places, but that was just definitely a game changer. It also meant I didn't have to think quite as much because I can keep track of that kind of stuff. But it's just nice if you don't have to. Alright, are we out of the zone now? Out of the zone. Chemical zone. 27%. Yeah, it looks like it because we now no longer have the green along the side of our vision. I definitely hear the waterfall. I really don't want to have to use a match here, but I think I might. Alright, I see a pair of wolves down there. Alright, we're gonna use a match. I need to fire. The only thing I like to do with spray paint is mark where my bears and moose spawns are. Oh, that's smart too. Because one of my favorite memories of recent gameplay is we were in Mystery Lake and I was lost on Mystery Lake and it was, you know, blizzardy and dark and stuff, and or maybe it was just dark at that point. And windy, and I was like, well, at least I know that I don't have this bear, so I don't need to worry about running around in the dark and not really being able to see anything. And then we managed to find our way to one of those little lake cabins, and we spent the night, and then we left the cabin first thing in the morning, beautiful clear weather, and what do you know, there's a bear on the lake. And I was like, oh no, I actually do have this bear. So needless to say, I now will never forget that in this run, we have lake bear. That practice will come in handy once the wildlife reshuffle happens. That is so true. Oh, there's bunnies over here. Can't really see anything. I do know I saw 2 wolves down there, though. I'm trying to see if I can figure out where the tree bridge is that's in the photo. Oh, stop it. I guess it must be over there somewhere. But thank you. It does look like there's a waterfall on my map here. And here is sort of like where a tree bridge, or where the tree bridge is, and you kind of have that here too. That's just what I'm thinking. Well, I guess we'll have to get down there to really find out. How are we doing on water? We could make some more water while we're waiting. Let's do a liter. There's Need you to enter another region, but not likely to happen in 15 minutes. No. I gotta be honest with you. I don't think it's gonna happen in 15 minutes. Oh, I don't wanna go exploring in this type of weather. It'll be easier to figure out if I'm on the right path once we're down there, but that means first getting down there. But this also doesn't have a name. I wonder if there's another waterfall over here that does have a name. Guess we'll just have to wait and find out. Guess we could make a birch bark tea and a coffee. Man, I really wish this weather would change. I do not want to go out exploring in this. Maybe if I take, like, I really shouldn't nap, but maybe if I nap, the weather will improve. I like to think that it works like that, because sometimes it does, and then my confirmation bias reminds me that it worked. And then there's times like this where it's like, yeah, this definitely did not help. Guts. I don't have the guts. How are we doing on cloth? We have 6 cloth. And I did bring these with us. That's good. I really need to find more tar
I
meats.
could need a horse.
Well, I don't have horse for you, Astrid, but I do have bear. How would you like bear? Let's maybe just pass some time. Aha! It cleared up. That's what I was looking for. Now the question is, how do we get down there most efficiently? Like, I could go, but I feel like that's maybe not the best plan. Although that doesn't actually look like a bad goat at all. But I could get stuck over there, because I don't know what it looks like on that other spot. I guess we try and go through the chemical stuff. I have to admit, I'm kind of glad that these new regions are not part of Cartographer, because I wouldn't want to have to try and map every inch of this chemical area. Like, chemically poisoned area. Ooh, maybe I can avoid it completely if I stay up here. Well, I feel like I'm gonna get hit between these two places, because it looks like there's a little bit there, and there's definitely a little bit there. Maybe if we go like this. Yep. We did that chemical poisoning risk. Cool. Thank you, game. I appreciate that. Not. And it's still going up. Whatever. It's not that bad. Yeah, I feel like all of those are... I'm gonna be very hard pressed to be able to do any of that in 10 minutes. I could probably miss a shot in 10 minutes. I mean, it is getting to be nighttime, so maybe there will be an aurora, but the weather doesn't really exactly scream aurora right now. Everything else, I think we can pretty much say is not happening. Probably not even all stream. Oh, hey, there's a deer carcass over there. Oh yeah, he's already on us. Alright, I actually... Right in the head. See, Bingo hates me. What can I say? Sometimes these mini games are just mean. Oh, I gotta get to a flatter area. This is just not convenient. 'Cause otherwise my... You know, that happens. Woo! Well, I did miss a shot, so there is that. With him coming up over the hill like that, that was not easy. I thought he was supposed to, like, come after us again. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's try this again. There we go. Back here. Get back here! Did I already call that we killed a wolf? Because we've now killed like 4. Yes, okay. Do younger have hair appointments? I'm taking my youngest to see his class in high school since he'll be going back and forth. Take care. All right, Lily. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. I hope all the adventures go well. And yeah, see you soon. What happened to my other arrow? When I missed him. He was running up this way. I shot. It went over his head. Huh. That's weird. I have no idea where it went. It should be really easy to spot. There's not a whole lot of stuff here. The wolf moose, does that count? Unfortunately, no, it does not count. But you never know. Maybe there will be an aurora tonight. And then that'll be something, right? I don't know what happened to that other arrow. Yes, maybe I did hit him and then I just picked up 2, but I don't think so. Yeah, I do want that deer meat, but not right this second. I want to go to the waterfall. And look, there's a tree bridge! Which is far more elusive than the wolves. It is! Okay. Got ourselves the waterfall. I think I might stop and make a fire. I don't know if it has to be up there or somewhere down here, but... Oh, come on, please start. Please start. Oh, that was close.
Come on, little fire.
Okay. Oh, I really didn't need to use coal for this. Oh well. Healed from the chemical poisoning
Snow or
risk.
hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
Okay, that didn't really give us anything new. Here, let's have something to drink. We'll let some water boil while we go explore for... Here, now we're at least a little bit warm. While that's boiling, we can see if maybe we find a spot where we can put a body. Or, you know, get some burdock root, which is almost the same thing. I wonder what burdock root tastes like. I bet you it's bitter. Because almost everything that we have. Haha, enduring waterfall! We found enduring waterfall. I'm just not sure where to put the bones. Probably somewhere up there. Okay, now we have the name on there too. Cool.
Gotta warm up somehow.
I know, Astrid, I know. Let's go back to the fire. Oh, I was like, that would be a good place to put it. That's where I just dug up the burdock root. That has nothing to do with this quest. Burdock is quite nice, actually. Burdock salad is a common dish in Japan. I see. I had no idea. I still feel like it sounds like something that would be kind of bitter. I don't know, maybe like... Okay, I don't know how to pronounce this in a way that's not going to sound German. Dive salad? Whatever that's called? Like... In German it's Andiviensalat. I don't know where we're going to sleep tonight. Which is also a little bit of a problem. Down this way, which
Did I say
I
hate
just realized is very steep. I tore my clothing. Oh no. Oh, it was just my boots. I don't really care about those. Or I guess all of my clothing took a little bit of damage, all of my outer clothing, but not enough to actually be a huge problem. Alright, let's go up to where the bridge is and see if there's a seemingly obvious spot up here where we can move the bones. So, I have this problem in German that it started off as like an innocent mistake and has now turned into a very morbid joke. Whenever I talk about leftovers, I I use the word in German for remains, which is like what you would use in the case of like these bones from this from this security officer or security chief or whatever, and not what you would use for leftover food. And I made that mistake once, and the looks that I got were so funny because they were horrified about me talking about how I was going to eat remains, that now it's just become a running gag of mine. Leftovers of a corpse. Exactly. I hardly see what the problem is. Oh, maybe up here by this rock. But yeah, it's become kind of my thing. But I promise, I am not a cannibal. Things that you hope no one will ever take out of context. The Leftovers of the Day, starring Anthony Hopkins.
One little fire.
I just don't know where to put this. Probably on the other side of the tree, I guess. And the problem is I do not have enough stuff to keep a fire going all night. Which could become a problem. This could become a very bad decision that I've made.
There's a night is coming.
Honest, I'm not a cannibal, said the cannibal. I think it's too dark for me to survey. Oh, it's not. I don't think I'll get anything new, though. This is probably not worth it. It's not. I guess we're probably gonna have to stay up all night. Although even if we're awake, that's not... We still need to stay warm. This could become a problem. Let's warm up a birch bark tea, and maybe we also warm up our broth. Just as a backup solution. Okay, there we go. At least it's relatively clear. Should take that. Okay. Like, I'm assuming the game will tell me when I can leave the remains behind. Lay them to rest near the waterfall. Yes, but where? Where near the waterfall? There's a spot you need to interact with, like the bunkers. You won't get a special notification. Okay. But you said I'll know it when I see it. But I don't need to use the radio to find it, do I? This is too far away from it. I was hoping that I'd maybe find some sticks while we're out here looking. But apparently the game is saying no sticks for you. Is that a cave over there? I would very much like a cave, please. This looks like it could be a cave. I just can't really see. No radio necessary, just your eyes. Does anything look out of place? Right now, I just can't see anything to really tell. Oh!
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Okay, at least we're warm in here. I'm gonna stay here for the night, but I can't place my bedroll because this is ice. Oh no, I don't want to get lost. Alright, I have to be very careful. We're not gonna go too far. I don't think. Aha, there's water there. Look! Let's just stay here. We found coal. Excellent. We'll spend the night here. This seems like a good plan. Now we don't need to worry about staying warm all night. Wait, does this mean we changed regions? We're in the airfield, okay. Alright, I didn't think this was gonna happen, and I don't think Rob is here anymore. But Rob, if you're here, I changed regions by mistake. Who else needed that? I think Sakurai needed me to change regions, right? It wasn't planned, but it happened. Still said zone of contamination when you entered the cave, but the journal says otherwise. It asked me if I wanted to leave zone of contamination. But I don't remember if it said anything up top. I wasn't paying attention to that. I'm still gonna count it because it says in the journal that we're in a different region, so. We'll call it. And I guess while we are waiting, we can prepare our burdock root. It said cave zone of contamination. That's so weird. Make up your mind, game. Although I get it. Transition regions are weird. Alright, we have 6 cloth. Oh, I should have dropped these while we were sleeping. Oh well. Wasn't thinking. Suppose we could drop them and then sleep a little more. Actually, it's not going to let me sleep, but we can pass time and then sleep. It is very dark in here, though, so I think I'm going to need to use my lantern to get out of here.
I could eat anything right now.
Oh, you're fine, Astrid. It's okay. It's funny, I know that Pizza mentioned the transition to Forsaken Airfield was very obvious, but I didn't realize that this was going to bring me to the airfield. Like, this was a very obvious location for something, for a cave or whatnot, but I didn't realize it was going to be a transition cave.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Ooh, but this looks like pretty decent weather. There's a bunny. Bun, 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 bun. Oh, that was terrible. There we go. Okay. quite the transition cave. Holds more than you'd think. I knew that, like, there are some crazy transitions between the regions, but I thought it was all the transition regions to Sundered Pass that were, like, really big and holding lots of secrets. Just goes to show what I know. So, like, I'm just thinking, if it were me, I would probably want to be placed... Aha! It's this thing. On the tree. I was gonna say, leaning against the tree or right there, but I bet you it's this thing, because this looks really weird. Yeah. Can I make a fire, or is it too windy?
Come on, little fire. Oh, lucky day.
Oh wow, it's really cold. I don't even know if that's going to be warm enough. I'd like to start warming up before we do the laying the bones to rest thing, because there we go. Okay, because I would hate to like start doing it and have it take a long time only to find out that we're stuck, you know, and we're in the process of doing something, but it's cold and we're losing temperature. Woohoo! We finished Buried Echoes officially. Okay. Now, the thing is, we also have a third part of the tales, but I have no idea how to start them. And, I mean, I don't want to start it right now anyway, but I kind of thought that it would tell us. Oh, there we go. Haha! I just needed to be more patient. Enter Sundered Pass to look for evidence of something. Of Rudiger's escape. Reach the weather station and search the area using the shortwave. Oh. Yeah, I don't want to do that right now. I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to do that. But yes, we have completed the second tale. We have one more to go.
_Peaches just followed.
Pinnacle Peaches, welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. Love your username. I always say that peaches are part of a balanced diet here in the Long Dark. They are part of the breakfast of champions. Yeah, so now that we're done with this, I wasn't going to continue on to the tales yet, but now I'm thinking maybe it would make sense for us to try to just keep going, right? We are here, after all. We should eat. Very popular around these parts, Pinnacle Beaches. I need blue torches. That's a terrible torch. Come on, game. Give me a good torch. Why? Why does the game only want to give me terrible torches? Thank you. I appreciate that. That's what I'm looking for. Have you opened a small bit of info regarding that transition cave? Yes. I would be open to information about it. I actually think I'm going to harvest this and put the bunny gut in there. unique in that it connects more than 2 regions. I kind of was wondering if that was the case given the design, because when I first went in, my thought was, wow, this reminds me of like what I've seen in the trailer for the Sundered Pass transition. But then it told me Forsaken Airfield when we went in, so I was kind of wondering if that was the case. I am going to drop off this bunny gut in here. I don't think we're gonna go through this cave though, because I don't think we have the calories to do so.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Aha, you're right. It does say cave zone of contamination, even though inside it says that we're in Forsaken Airfield. Just be prepared for a wander if you go in, among other things. Okay. Yeah, I just don't think we have the calories on us for such a big undertaking. Actually, what I'd really like to do today is first I want to go over to where the deer carcass was so we can get some meat. And then I'd like to go see if the ptarmigans have respawned. Especially because there was one left. I definitely left one behind.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Working on that, Astrid, I promise. Those crows are squawking about those 2 wolves that I killed, but I want to go to this deer. I kind of wish I had gone into the cave a little bit further to grab a little more
Come on, little fire.
coal.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
I mean, I suppose we still can do that. Nearly 2 kilos. That's awesome. For a prof deer? That's nearly 2,000 calories. Or, I guess, 1,923. We still should have enough water. Maybe we'll make just a little bit more while I'm harvesting guts. Because I do think I'm going to take some guts with me. Oh, I didn't take any charcoal when I was over there. I meant to do that. I still have 49 minutes. I guess I'll run and grab the charcoal. And we can warm up again. Because I wanted to map a little over here. Really shouldn't be running. We really don't need to run right now. Don't need to burn more calories than necessary. This is a pretty nice day, actually. I also think I might have been down in this area earlier in my run. I also should take a look to see how many days we've spent in the zone of contamination, because I actually don't know how long it's been. And it's entirely possible that we've spent more time here than in the airfield at this point. Given all the time we spent in the mine, that wouldn't surprise me. Right, this gives us 3. Gives us another 2. That's a decent amount. I don't feel like we need more at this point. I mean, eventually, yes, we will need more, but not right now. I love how from here you can see the glow of the fire, but you can't actually see the fire. Oh, there we go. Now you can see the fire. Wait, did the deer carcass already despawn? That was fast. I mean, I know it disappears quickly once you've harvested everything, but... Or is it just not loaded in? 'Cause it sounds like the crows are still there, but I don't see them. That's weird. Okay, let's break down this torch. These torches, a few of them anyway. Man, some of these torches really sucked. I'm gonna get anything under 28% and just break them all down because there's just no point in carrying them, I don't think. Long Dark challenge idea. Easy. The cattails. You must collect a cattail from each named river or pond on Great Bear. Wanderer, welcome in, and I love that challenge idea. That's cool. We could definitely try to do that. I love that. Thank you, Trooper. Very appropriate. I think we can go up that way. There's an actual deer, like a regular deer. Is this Maglan's weather? It is. Okay, let's see. Let's try and drop this from here. And get out our bow. If we get this deer, we could actually go through this cave, I think. That would be enough calories. Although I really did want to go see about ptarmigans. Down. Wow, I tried to type deer, but I was off on my keyboard, and so instead I typed SWWE. No, that's not how you spell deer. Miss Deer, thank you for your sacrifice. I truly appreciate it. One-shotting a deer from distance. Color me jelly. Well, I gotta say, the archery 5 makes such a difference. I love archery 5. It's like one of the few reasons that I dread the idea of starting a new run at some point. Like, I'm just so spoiled. And don't get me wrong, I love the struggle of a new game, but not having archery 5, it's tough. Now that I know how lovely it is. Because for the longest time, I did not ever have archery 5. Like, it's only been recently that I've actually leveled up to that point in any of my games, and so now I know what I'm missing when I'm not at level 5 archery. No! No, Wind, why you do this? Apparently archery 5 makes your arrows 0 gravity now. Yes. Actually, no wait, no, that's the zone of contamination effect.
Starving.
Oh, the last thing I need right now is to deal with wind. Pulling out my fire. Gonna try and cheese this as long as I can. Don't really have enough sticks to cheese. Again.
I'm starting to feel numb.
Gonna try 2 and see how that goes. But I'm only going to use my knife for this because I can't really afford to do anything for longer than like 10 minutes in case it knocks down my fire again. Which it did. I think it did it again. You can sort of tell on the color and just like how bright the screen is. Well, at least we managed to cheese the fire enough to cook 2 kilos. Maybe we can try this again. Man, this wind is not what I want right now. At least the fire is still warm, even if the time is knocked down considerably. Alright, I'm gonna wait until this gets down to like 3 minutes and then I'm gonna add a little more. Why is the deer carcass hitbox here? This makes no sense. It actually seems like it's going down normally at this point. Maybe we don't even need to cheese it anymore. Always at the feet because Rev has a foot fetish. That's just science. All the hitboxes need to be random. I was looking straight at Rose Hip the other day. It wasn't registering. It's so weird sometimes. Like, I've had some really bizarre hitboxes recently, but one like that where it's just in the middle of the air. Haven't had one like that in a while. Usually it's somewhere in the snow, but way farther away than it should be. Like, if the deer is here, the hitbox for the deer is like at the edge of this fire pit, basically. Or at least that's how it's been recently. It's actually staying kind of... I was just about to say it's staying kind of stable, except no, it's not. I think we might end up staying in that cave again tonight. Sometimes it's too windy to sustain this fire, but other times, you just gotta let me cheese it, game. It just... Why is the hitbox in the air? I understand the hitbox is being off recently, but just in the air like this is a whole new kind of off for me. Maybe I should make a coffee or a tea or something. Maybe I should make a burdock tea. I mostly just eat the burdock, but maybe I should actually make it. Guess we'll have to get the rest of the deer tomorrow. The clipworthy hitbox and for TLD, that's saying something. You are so right. Like, the deer believes it can fly. Come on, game. I know you can do this. Thank you. Going to eat some venison. I'm gonna take a piece with us. I'm gonna take the guts. I don't think there's really a point in me lighting this torch. But we'll see. Maybe. Maybe it'll let us. Around this way to the cave? We're gonna try. But I'm gonna take this out just in case. I'm gonna drink half of this tea just for the warmth bonus. It's the carcass's spirit slowly leaving the body. That explains it. That's definitely what that is. Deers have a soul confirmed. I actually wanted to try and nap over there, but that's not going to happen right now, not with this wind. Okay, so I can get back over to the cave from this way. We're going this way. I was not anticipating spending this much time over here. But there's just been so much going on and so much wind. What can I say? That's just how the game goes, right? Like, you intend to just do something in and out, be done really quickly, not a big deal, and then next thing you know, you've been there for a week. But at least right now, it's just because I'm getting distracted with things like hunting and because of wind and stuff. I'll never ever forget, like, the first time I explored Ash Canyon. I intended to just go for 3, maybe 4 days. And I got stuck for nearly 2 weeks because about a week solid, I was just trying to figure out how to leave. And I didn't realize that there are 2 different exits. At that point, I hadn't realized that there were 2 different exits. So I had mapped part of Ash Canyon, and I was looking at the map, and I'm like, I'm so close. Why can't I see it? Where is this exit? Well, that's because I was down below, and the exit was up top, the one that I had mapped, and I didn't realize that. So I was running around and just totally stuck, could not figure out how to get out of there. I did eventually make my way out, but it was quite the adventure. Okay, this is Magwens. No, it's not. Well, fine. I guess we'll just go inside then without a torch.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Oh, I don't want to do that. Okay, this time I'm not going to forget to drop the saplings. The saplings and also the deer hide and guts. Oh, I should have just left the other guts back there. Okay. There we go. We'll leave our fresh guts here. Our fresh meat here. Hey, Fire, welcome in. Good to see you. Is this the 3-way transition cave I have heard about? As far as I know, yes. I have only been in this one section, so I don't really know much about it, but Trooper did give me the heads up that this particular cave connects to more than one region. So yes, I believe this is the one you're thinking of. I guess we could fix up our socks.
I need to find a place to rest.
Well, you're in luck, Astrid. You are at a place to rest. I don't know that we're actually going to go through this cave. I haven't quite decided that yet. Oh, interesting. It even shows Forsaken Airfield. I have done such a limited amount of mapping here. Alrighty then, what can I work on while we're waiting overnight in this cave? I mean, I have 3 cured leather. I don't really know if I need it all. This stuff we do need to fix up at some point. up leaving these trail boots behind. I just haven't decided where yet. I have way more stuff than I need. I guess maybe we'll just sleep now. Then maybe we'll actually get onto a normal sleep schedule again, is what I'm hoping anyway. $316. And 110% health. Alright, it's actually morning. Nope. I just want to see if there's anything over here, or if this is a dead end. Oh hey! Firewood. Oh look, a strawberry. I really don't need another marine flare. I kind of wish I hadn't picked it up. Oh well. I'll be having troubles leaving shoes behind way back in episode 3 of Wintermeat. And like 6 pairs of shoes and boots on you. That does sound like me. That absolutely sounds like something I would do. I always have a problem with leaving stuff behind. And it's funny because part of the reason I play Interloper is then I have less gear options, and so then I figure it's fine. I'm less likely to hoard. But because there's less gear, I end up taking more stuff with me because I might not have what I need later on. Okay, what am I gonna call this? Maybe Zoc, Sundered Pass, Forsaken Airfield, Transition, Zoc Exit. 3 guys. Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. Exactly. When you feel the need to grab everything, which defeats the whole purpose, it's a vicious cycle. It truly is. It truly is a vicious cycle. Especially for me, I am, like, so bad about hoarding things. It doesn't even matter what it is. If it's just something that looks cool, I'll take it with me. In fact, I'm kind of proud of myself that I don't collect spray paint for this very reason, because I don't really use it, and so I just don't bother picking it up at this point. But then people will come up with a really good reason for me to use spray paint, or like where it could be useful, and then I'm like, okay, I guess maybe I should be carrying it around with me. And so that's a problem that I have. The only thing I don't feel bad about carrying around at this moment in time is I do not carry cattails or tinder because I literally do not need it. I have no use for it. It does not do anything. Okay, we didn't find more coal in there, which I was kind of hoping we would, but to be fair, I didn't go farther in than we had already been, so it makes sense that we didn't get anything else. I think I might use this to start a fire, this marine flare. That'll also lighten our load a little bit if we're not carrying it. I would like to finish cooking this deal before we keep going. Even if I end up leaving the meat here, just so that It's cooked. But I don't really have fuel, do I? Well, I have the
Sure
firewood.
getting cold.
And I guess 25 sticks isn't that bad. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's also 100%. Oh well. Gotta start it somehow, though. 17. Oh, that's gonna be a problem. That should be warm enough eventually. There we go, now we're warming up. It must be possible to, like, go up this to meet up with the road and the railroad tracks, I hope. There, let's cook some water. And harvest more of our deer. Wait a minute. I could have sworn I got the hide from this deer already. Apparently I didn't. Must have been the other deer. Venison. What a beautiful morning with our moldy venison and our deer carcass. Oh no. Oh, come on. Come on, not another blizzard. And this is raw, so... Well...
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
This wasn't part of the plan. Not even a little bit. Now we're carrying so much stuff that we can hardly move. There we go, at least now we can sprint.
It's so cold. I think.
It's okay, Astrid. It's okay, we'll just go back into the cave. At least now we don't need to worry about cabin fever risk again anytime soon. Alright, there's a fire pit. Go this way, somewhere. We have to go over this hill. And to the left. Can I even go this way? Do I have to go around? We can go this way. We can squeeze through. Yep, definitely. Our territory blizzards are the worst. They're like right up there with blizzards and PB, right? I guess maybe this is a good sign for us to just explore a little in the cave. Though I really didn't want to do that today. Okay, at least we found the ice. on, Astro, just a little bit faster. I know this is my fault because I picked up sticks. And now you can't sprint anymore. Okay, those creaky trees definitely sound like ptarmies, because I know there are no ptarmigans in this weather. At least now we're out of there. Alright, we'll drop another gut. Make a note of that. We have 4 guts here. And, oh, I should also drop the other pelts. Okay, so we've got 4 guts, 2 deer, 1 bunny, and 6 birch. I guess we eat some of this meat just to lighten our load a little bit too. Part of me would like to use one of these marine flares again, but then another part of me is like, eventually we're gonna go into regions with timbies, and eventually we're gonna want those. I guess we'll try and explore just a little bit. Maybe I even use a torch. Always good to double check the meat is cooked. Way too easy to confuse uncooked and cooked at a glance, especially once it gets moldy. You're so right. And I'm still mad that the game, like, if you have ruined corn and you heat it up, the game does not let you eat it automatically. But if you find rotten, moldy bear meat next to a fire pit, the game has no issue with you just picking it up and eating it. It doesn't stop you, it doesn't try. I'm just like, are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure I would smell that that's not good. Oh, that's, speaking of not good. Hold on, do we have anything that I can drop here? Okay, that's the area we came from. I want to go straight first. Oh, that's forks again. Okay, never mind. We're gonna go this way first. Oh no. Oh no. There's that one scene from Brooklyn Nine-Nine that just like lives in my head rent-free, where Raymond Holt just goes, oh no. And I relate to that so much. Oh god, this is not good. Oh god, I'm going to get so lost in here. I can already tell if I don't immediately turn around and go back the way I came, I will get lost. I guess I had a bit of a wander, just a little. I don't know that I'm like mentally in the space for this today, considering we just did this in the mine. I'm kind of thinking I'm not. I really don't want to do this today. I thought the ice caves were bad enough, but this is a whole new level of bad. This is worse than like the ice caves and the and the mine combined. You tried Pacific Drive. I have not. Would you recommend it? We're gonna need more torches. Maybe I should make a little fire and pull torches. That's not even a good torch. Come on, game. You ever heard the song Timothy? Mine kind of reminds me of that song. I have not. Who is it by? That was close. I know I haven't been streaming for as long as I have been recently, but I think I might end up wrapping up soon. My brain is just like very fuzzy today. And I'm thinking that maybe it would make sense for me to wrap up and just like take a break. I may come back for another short stream later, but I don't know for sure. My plan is that tomorrow after the work thing, like I said, I'm gonna get myself ice cream as a treat. And then I am thinking I'll still stream, it just will probably be later than my usual Friday streams because of said work thing. Maybe I'll drop one of these. I think that's gonna be my plan, is that like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna hop back on in a little bit or not. I just kind of feel like my brain is just not prepared for this right now. I just don't feel like I have the mental capacity for this. This is just too much. Oh god, this is not fun. Oh, this is not good. Back this way. Basic loop is drive out, pick up materials, upgrade, and drive again. Oh, hey Vi, good to see you. Welcome in. 1972 by the Buoys. So the Buoys, I don't know them as a musician, but the word reminds me of my grandmother because she used to have, so her house had two full bathrooms, and she had signs on them on each of the bathrooms that we were across the hall from each other. One was the gulls room and the buoys room for like the girls and boys room. And buoys is just one of those words that you just don't see very often, so I don't really think about it in any other instance. But yeah, Vi, it's great to see you. How you doing today? I'm having a good week. We finished Buried Echoes not too long ago.
Come on.
And I didn't really want to go through this cave right now because, well, it's big and scary and confusing, and I don't have any spray paint or anything on me to help navigate. So I didn't really want to do this right now, but now we're kind of stuck here because of the weather. So now I'm not so sure. I don't know. It still feels like a bad idea. Civic Drive is another survival type game. Goes some weird places. This team face the supernatural dangers of the Olympic excursion zone with a car as your only lifeline in this driving survival adventure. Scavenge resources, load up your trusty station wagon, and drive like hell to make it through alive. I feel like I remember hearing about this, but I haven't played it yet, and I haven't really checked it out in detail. But the name and, like, the description does sound familiar. It's popular among some people in the TLD community, but it's not for me. Fair enough. Groot has been playing that very strange game. Strange because of the supernatural elements, or something else? I'm assuming probably the supernatural stuff. Oh man, yeah, I'm sorry. I was hoping to stream a little bit longer than this, but I'm just, my brain is just like not cooperating anymore. And I gotta take a break. Like I said, I might hop on for another short stream later, but I don't know for sure. But I will definitely be back tomorrow, just a little bit later than usual. Some supernatural elements, and it does get a bit spooky in spots. Okay, spooky. I guess I'll have to check it out on Steam, because like I said, I've definitely heard of it, and it's like ringing a very distant bell, but I don't really think I know much about it. But thank you all for hanging out with me today on this Thursday. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and that I get to see you again very, very soon. The vibe of the game is strange to me, not my type of game. Well, I guess I'll just have to look it up and see what it's all about. And like, take care of yourself, and we'll catch you next time. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of like in a weird headspace, and I just don't feel like I can focus. I feel fine. I just don't feel like I'm gonna do a good job, and I feel like I might kill my Astrid if I'm just wandering around not focused very well on the game. So let's see who we can raid out to. Maybe I haven't been getting a lot of good sleep recently. It's probably just that I'm hitting like the Germans have an excellent word for it, Mittagstief, this like dip in the afternoon where you just kind of get really tired and unfocused and stuff. It's a little late for that, but I still feel like it applies. So we can just see if there's someone else who's maybe a little more with it today. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. Okay, Kimmy's been on for a while, but I don't... sometimes he goes for quite a bit. So let's go see how his run is going. And yeah, I will be back either tonight or tomorrow. In any case, I will be back relatively soon, and hopefully I'll see you then. Either way, have a good one, and bye for now.